Man, don't you just love starting to like stream or do a video or some kind of thing, or then you realize like a couple minutes after you've been spent like rambling about stuff, it's like, hang on a minute, my microphone isn't on. Fuck. Anyway, doesn't matter. Good thing I was only 2 minutes in. That means I could start over. Uh, I could have just not mentioned that I started with my microphone off and made it sound like everything was fine and I didn't screw up on something really basic. I could have. Anyway, not going to repeat my rambling. Starting a new game. It's Control. Let's just start it before I start rambling about how I screwed up earlier. I mean, what? Screwed up? No, I didn't mess anything up. Nothing happened, and nobody can prove otherwise. Nobody can even verify what I'm saying. Remedy. Northlight, which I guess is also Remedy. 505, yep. Anyway, now as I was saying when I started before and my microphone wasn't on, I was interested in this game. When I found out about it, certain flashing images or light patterns may cause... Well, I don't know what they'll cause because that message went away too quickly for me to read. Thanks, Control. Yeah, I was interested in this game when I heard about it. I heard the sentence inspired or like by SCP or something along those lines. It's like, hey, I know that stuff. I've read some of it. I am definitely interested. Let's just go over the options. I fired up the menu quick just to make sure everything worked. I don't know why I thought it wouldn't. This game's relatively new-ish. And a lot of controls here. Just leave all that, leave all that, leave all that. Game controller, none of that matters. I'm not using a controller. Assist mode. Enhanced aim. Okay. These are baby mode options. Don't need any of that. Controls, figure it out as I go. Leave all the volume sliders where they're at for now. Oh, there's a mute copyrighted music button. First game I've played that's had one of those. Supposedly that's not true, actually. There's like some copyrighted music that plays on the jukebox in Deep Rock. I'm told that game has a similar button. Well, I am streaming, and considering Twitch is bitch, I better mute that. I'll just have to play it offline myself to see what the copyrighted music is sometime. What a lame world we live in where I have to take that into account. Graphics. Resolution. DLSS uses AI to boost frame rates. Messes with the render resolution. We'll go with it off for now. If there's something wrong with the frame rates, I'll try boosting them and turning it on. Alright, gonna set everything to high. Push this 3080. Get my money's worth. Motion blur. Yeah, no. Motion blur goes off, always. I don't care if we experience motion blur when we look around at things in real life. I don't want to have a game simulate it. It looks awful. Film grain? Leave the film grain on. Ray tracing. I don't think this may be the first game I've played that has ray tracing. Ray trace reflections, transparent reflections, indirect diffuse lighting. Those are words. Contact shadows. Trace contact shadows. Ray trace debris. Okay. Interface. Now, what languages can we choose? French, German, Italian, Spanish, Brazilian, Portuguese. I note that regular Portuguese is not here. What, do people from Portugal not play video games? Is it a tiny market? What's the difference between Brazilian Portuguese and regular Portuguese? Is it just like the difference between American English and British English, as in not very much, just certain things are spelled slightly differently and sound a little different? I'm guessing that's how much the difference is. I'm sure somebody could correct me. Russian, Polish, China's special. They get 2 of their own. Yeah, just stick it with English. Why would I pick anything else? Are there any games that allow for Welsh? Probably not. Subtitle size, go ahead and leave it as normal. Speaker name and subtitle. Yeah, keep the subtitles on. Enable, disable, translated text for signs in the world. Oh, that's always handy. Yeah, I'll turn that on. And I guess I'll leave the rest of this. We're ready to go. Alright, let me just sit comfortably. Have a sip of my drink. Yeah, big sip. Alright, so I only know what this game is inspired by. I don't really know anything about what it's about, so... Going in blind, the best way to experience a game. Oh, we're... Just brightness until the left icon is not visible. Middle icon is barely visible. Wow, this is getting... Now it's invisible. Hey, PH. Welcome to chat. Yeah, don't want to take it too low. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it where it is. I'm sure it'll be fine. Text, language, subtitles, boom. Start new game. Wonder what's going on back there. Huh? What?
This is gonna be weirder than usual.
Weirder than what?
Helped.
Elaborate.
You called me. So here I am.
No, I didn't. I don't even have your number.
I know I shut you out sometimes.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm always glad to hear from you.
You are?
It's just that I get my hopes up.
I don't think she's talking about me.
So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing.
Very imposing looking building.
It's like we live in a room.
Most people do.
And there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room. And the poster.
Yeah, maybe if they've been locked in that room alone all their entire life.
Picture something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie. What is it called? The prison movie.
Shawshank Redemption?
The room's a cell. And the picture, it's different. For each of us, it can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth.
That is a terrible painting.
They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger.
Okay, it took me a bit, but I think I get what she's trying to say now.
There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world.
Oh no, they're trying to make it to us.
In that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw.
Lady?
I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
It looks like you brought yourself here.
Hello? Yeah, I see it. But what is it? I can feel it. It resonates. The things you show me, my friend, I forget. It's all in my head. There's no you, right?
Yep, she's a rambler. I know how that is.
Who's everybody? I need someone to point me in the right direction.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that question. What is it with these... Why are there paintings of, like, people, like, facing away? What is this? Who made this? This is terrible. I hope they were fired. What, are we here during the off hours? A typewriter? What year is it? Nah, looks like we gotta wait here to be let in. Remove outerwear, empty pockets. Wow, that is some blurry text. I thought we moved past this. This is a recent game. We shouldn't have blurry text. Place contents into bins when directed by security staff. Yeah, basic concerns. Fuck it, we're breaking the rules. Who opened that door? We're already starting with the spooky shit. We got self-opening doors that clearly have push handles. Internal lockdown in effect. Multiple containment breaches. Uh-oh, we know what that means. Multiple building shifts detected. Head of research override. HRA protocol. Okay, so... Okay, the building... It's locked down inside, but not outside, so she was just allowed to walk in? This seems like a design flaw, or just poor design, just in general. Uh-huh. I have to say, I've only just set foot in this building. It looks really nice. Oh, hang on a minute. There's a thing here. Prohibited items. Oh boy, collectibles. Federal Bureau of Control. Reminder, certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. Unauthorized weapons. Makes sense. Pagers. Makes sense. Laptops. Yeah, probably makes sense. Smart watches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Yeah, why even own smart things? Smart things are dumb. Number 2 pencils. What's wrong with number 2 pencils? Any object considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept. Rubber ducks and ketchup bottles. Yeah, rubber ducks are pretty powerful. I can understand why they would want to keep those out. I don't get ketchup bottles, though. Representations of archetypal concepts? Ketchup bottles? Really? All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. Yeah, I'll be sure to do that. Dig in the architecture. This is my kind of design. Why did the doors just open on their own? What's this shit? I better get an explanation. Ooh, more stuff. Expenditure summary. Major. Staffing, surveillance, redacted, data center initiative, construction, redacted, and redacted. Minor. Office equipment, janitorial costs, redacted, mold removal. HQ livability costs. For breakdown, spreadsheet, see page 5. Compiled by... Oh, there's more information over here I kind of ignored before. Compiled by FBC Accounting Department by order of Zachariah Trench. There's a name. Now, this one didn't have any extra information on the side. Never mind. Are these like those little message tubes? Yeah, that's clearly what these are. Yeah, it's too in the dark. You can't read that.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Sounds like she needs to be contained. You watching me? Okay, yeah. Security's onto us. Can we pull the fire alarm? No. I am disappointed. Head of Research, Dr. Casper Darling. Uh-huh. thought I noticed some screen tearing. Hold on, I'm just... Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, things look fine. Maybe it's just my imagination. Our bureau at work. Terrible painting. You know what? I'm calling it now. Whatever the plot of this game is, the janitor, he's behind it all. Calling it. Oh, there's Zachariah Trench. He is indeed a man. He looks like Leonard Church. He has exactly the same hair, beard, and also wearing the glasses. He looks exactly the same. Alright, anything suspicious in the toilets? Nah, toilets are clear.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
Okay, now her mouth isn't moving. She's just talking to herself in her head. We all do that. Let's say hi and welcome some new people to the oldest house. First aiders. Don't bring dogs into the office. Some of us have allergies. I've heard of people being allergic to cats. I've somehow never heard of people being allergic to dogs. Pneumatic tube check. These are just basic things. Food left in refrigerator containment break room 3B has been known to vanish. Plan accordingly. Acoustic guitar for sale, 50 bucks. Turns out it's pretty hard. If interested, see Greg in maintenance. I better go talk to Greg. I want a guitar. Remember to wash your hands. Your hands can spread mold. Why mold? Rules of conduct. Speak in moderate volume. No personal calls. No food or drink around bureau documents or in the copy room. No using the photocopier for personal projects, or the 3D printer, or the bureau stationery. Wear access badge at all times. No discussing confidential projects out loud. The one to finish the coffee pot makes a new one. Sounds pretty basic. This place does look really nice. Can I get in there? Is there no door here? Nah, it's just wall. What sort of snacks we got? Wow. That is some pretty... Goddamn view botters in my chat. Get out of here. View botters. Anyway, as I was saying, these are some very plain... Alright, anyone want any pistachios, pretzels, crackers, chips? What do we got down there? Proteins. Can I crouch? You can just purchase fibers and proteins. Coffee. Attention all redacted. Redacted, a shark in his redacted, although secure redacted, permission to redacted, following basic protocol redacted, shoot to kill redacted, good luck. Yes. Why even send out a document like that if most of it's going to be blacked out? Yeah, this has got to be set in modern times, yet they've got some pretty old tech in here. Clearly, they're overdue for an update. It's all too small, can't read any of it. Well, I just realized OBS is freaking out. Sound sliders weren't moving at all. It looks like it's capturing just fine. I hear music. Is that the janitor? To executive sector staff from admin. Hello. As you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employment Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, and Mr. Kirkland, if needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly.
Hello?
Okay, there he is. Nothing in here.
Hey, excuse me.
Something weird's gonna happen.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are no helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
Did he just hear her thoughts a second ago? Alright. Thanks for pointing me in the right direction, Ahti. Not like there are many other directions for me to go. It's all just one corridor. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Hang on a minute. Was I down there? Did I go up at any point? Uh-oh. We've got some non-standard... Hang on a second. Oh look, I never entered this room. There was a thing here. How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Well, I can already tell somebody failed to follow these rules. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. Government relations with what? We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How'd you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they will need to leave. If their answers seem redacted, escort them to a private room. There, perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet, then redact it immediately. Remember, there's no such thing as too suspicious. So either we're supposed to be here, either we are scheduled to be here, or, yeah, something weird's going on. Okay, so yeah, no, I came up through here, went like that way, and then, okay, yeah, the layout of the building is changing. Got it.
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
Oh. Starring Courtney Cope, whoever that is. Oh, we're getting credits. It's one of these types of games. Give you the credits right away. Yep. This is definitely imagery and music. Oh, hey, that's the title of the game.
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan.
I'm sorry, are you talking to me?
17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Picture of cowboys. Wait, this same picture was in the office downstairs. Now we're going to be seeing a lot of repeat. What's that sound? So many. We've seen several alarms, and this is the only one that's on. Reminder, drafting any public-facing material. While pending any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. Words, phrases to use. In the service of his/her country. Regret. Proud. Pride. Will be remembered. Word phrases to avoid. Alaska. Scissors. Blood or bleed. Loss. Apologies or sorry. Yeah, we don't talk about Alaska. You don't need to explain it to me. I know. I understand. Did I do that? Okay. I need clearance. There better be an explanation for why all the doors automatically open when they clearly do not look like automatic doors. If there isn't, I'm going to be slightly annoyed. Nothing in here. Dupes. I really love how this building looks. Oh, that is a lot of lights. Barbara. I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day. For the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Okay, so the place's leader director person is having a bad day. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is his office.
Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
Dunn went and offed himself before we could, like, talk to him about that job offer.
Something's outside.
Outside? Outside where?
You're a mistake.
Outside there? Oh, it's like, there's like a... Okay, there's something weird about the door. Gun. Eyes.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Man, I'm glad I turned subtitles on.
Look at this place. Where am I?
Oh. Follow the board's instructions to complete the astral plane challenge. Man, the last time I saw the astral plane in a video game was Mask of the Betrayer. I like it. Oop. V is melee? Ooh, damn. It wasn't even a punch. I think she just open palmed that guy.
The same gun. Okay. Now I have a gun.
Okay. Modular. Replenishes its own ammo. Very good. Aim was a little fiddly there. Okay, I'm liking it. Aiming's a little funky. At least it feels like it. Enemies drop health elements when damaged. Anything else around here? Anything at all? Or is this just tutorial zone? Yeah, I think this is just tutorial zone. Nothing else here. Barely understand it, but I love the voice.
This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here.
This is going very weird very
Things are
fast.
quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
Oh shit, we already got our pictures here. I think we applied for the wrong job. I'm sorry, pyramid, board, dead person. I just came here to be for the janitor job. I think there's been a mix-up. Bit of a mistake. Are these like real-world pictures? I think there was some FNV mixed in earlier as well. If I remember right, that's like Remedy's thing. Like they like doing FMV stuff. Again, I've never played one of their games before. You'd think there'd be something else I could pick up in this office, but nope.
You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen.
Oh, there's more of that FMV.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You. Oh, thank you.
Who did?
That was
Was that me? I didn't do nothing.
horror.
Oh, pressing R switches which shoulder you're looking over. Okay. Up, layout changed again. There was an elevator here. This is where we came in before. Oh, there's her name. Jesse Faden. Oh, we got a map. Sweet. Somebody spilled their coffee.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guide us. Reach the hotline.
The hotline. Says the dead man. Okay.
Yeah, this feels fun. I like it. Excuse me, what are you doing up there? Okay, I like it. You run, you shoot, occasionally you run up and punch. I dig it. Now see, you want to think that maybe something bad has happened here, but maybe this is just how the place runs normally. We don't know. For Marshall's eyes only. Well, too bad, I'm reading it. Marshall, we checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything. Just like the house fire before this, and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to... sort the fake AWEs from the real thing. Or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch, next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. I just pick up conceptual material? Okay, I don't... House memory... I don't know what that says. Well, nobody in this shelter. What we got here? Approved terminology reminder. Oh, we already got this one. Oh wait, no, it was this. Dinner reservations. Dinner reservations at 7 p.m. at Chez Ombre. Wife will meet you there, don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at lobby reception. Remember, she is turning 46. Wonder why I need to be reminded of that. That is an extremely reflective picture. Holy shit. Okay, I know we sometimes give games, like, shit for not having, like, proper reflections, but what is this? My god, that is way too is this a... Is it glass holding in a portrait, or is it a fucking mirror? My god. Tone it down with the reflections.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
That doesn't sound like safe protocol to just have the regular grunt workers just pick up any weird objects they find. That doesn't sound safe at all. I'm assuming they're trained. I can barely hear what they're saying in the background. Where's that even coming from? Executive meeting minutes. Agenda items for next executive meeting. Rising costs of AWE response. Update on mold eradication efforts. Upcoming annual salary review. New supplier for coffee filters to be found and vetted. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time. Mold seems to be a problem. Excuse me? Again, we don't really know this place. This could be perfectly normal. Oh. Okay. Okay. We found ourselves some body armor. Nothing can get us now. I think this might be one of those objects of power. Now we are power. Can I get that one too? Ah, no, I lost it. No. No, come back. Come on, come back. No. Yes! Okay, we got it back. Excellent intended game design. Alright, where am I going? I think, okay, yeah, I'm going this way. Alright.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier.
What?
The hiss.
Where'd it go?
Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Okay, we are re-armored. We're good. It's kind of dark. I hope we get a flashlight. Hiss Guard. Field research on Hiss Entity. Hiss Corrupted Security Guard. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards used the standard-issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception of certain Hiss guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat-trained hosts are reserved for combat? These are all questions for later. Though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge of their use of their weapons. Refer to file redacted for full report. I see. Is this a new one? When did I pick this up? Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain redacted, informed by our own redacted, and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can even be artificially redacted in popular culture using Redacted, our bureau-made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Yeah, I know all about imagination exacerbating details. That's pretty much been how mine works. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that only occur on Redacted. A pair of scissors that consume human Redacted. Through two punctures on the Redacted. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children. They are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Also, I noticed up here that this is by order of Director Us. I can understand the portraits of us being sent around, but we only just got the job. Also, I got, like, icons here. Oh, I got this. I guess I got this when I picked up the thing. Service weapon, OOP-1KE. Containment procedure, no unique procedures required. Description. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to Redacted. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of Redacted. The object will determine whether big redacted. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. The process is dictated by the redacted, though their criteria is unknown. The object was discovered inside the oldest house, in the room that is now used as a director's office. The popular hypothesis, redacted many forms throughout history, redacted. Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varanastra, all weapons that redacted of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, Redacted. See Darling Presentation 11.1 for more details. I see. Whoa. That plant just appeared there. It wasn't there before. Okay, I just turned that on. I'm not hearing anything. Oh, maybe that's where some of the copyrighted music is on the radio. Ooh. I feel like there should be a door here, and that it should be closed. I think our protection is trying to leave us. Oh shit. No, my armor! Okay, that running out into them was a little too silly. Shouldn't have done that. You lose 10% of your source every time you die. My source? What is that? I'm only just now hearing of it.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's out.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
This right here?
Holy shit! You did it! We did it!
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sane?
Hello?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Should you? I don't know if it's that safe.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown.
I've noticed.
Seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone, not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously.
Yeah, he did.
I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things.
Maybe it's not
It's
crazy?
hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
I have a few.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of.
You're part of it now, too.
Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together.
I'm guessing she's in contact with her brother, and that he's around here somewhere.
We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Anything fun in here? Examination of paranatural topics and control points. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the... Redacted. Sorry, I got distracted. My icon was making thinking noises. I don't know why I was doing that. Arrangement. The surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by redacted detection of an unobstructed ping using the redacted within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctures or redacted, or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be redacted. Refer to file yada yada for full report. I think this was the number that went down before the night died. That's my source. Looks like it's went up. I don't know what these materials are. Loadout? Ooh. I can get mods. Health boost. Okay, I got a health boost. I guess the materials are crafting. The game has a crafting system. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, let's get in there. We do it? She dead? She gone.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Okay, yeah, she did.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
Wait, hold on, what's this? Outfits? Oh, we can change clothes. Huh. Oh, and we can fast travel. Ah, okay. Alright, what's up?
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago.
That's the name of the
The
town?
Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing.
Typical.
I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the hotline.
He did?
Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
Okay.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know.
Looking for somebody?
Yes, I came for my brother, but
Yeah,
there are other reasons too.
Oh, okay. Go on.
I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
This is a very big space just to keep one telephone.
I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Okay.
Thanks, Emily.
Pictures of people. There's one with like a cloth hanging over it. Hold on, what's this? Alright, keep an eye out for containers that's got stuff in them. Alright, can I ask you anything else?
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
Okay, it's contained, mostly. Good.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay.
So yeah, that's like the Foundation, but way more lax about people being inside. Like, yeah, you're not supposed to know it's there, but if you do find your way in, cool. Don't seem to care too much. Then again, she is the director. Maybe if she didn't have the gun, they'd be thinking differently.
This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it.
Neat.
But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense. Got it?
Got it.
Did she memorize this?
Got it. Thanks.
She don't got it.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Good to know I'm not the only person here who's suspicious.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Never gonna run out of questions in a place like this. Okay, so I guess they couldn't be bothered animating her, like, using her hands to open doors. Yeah, until we get a proper explanation, I'm just going to assume that they were just lazy with that one spot of the animation. So, what are you guys up to? You good? Eh, you good. Looks like we're going to a place over there.
There it is again. A welcome message.
Huh. Was it actually coming through the speakers? Huh. We got more stuff. Health recovery per element pickup. Energy recovery speed. Yeah, I'll keep the health boost for now. Alright, we gotta find the hotline. Hiss agent. The Hiss manifest in human hosts in numerous ways. By order, again, of us. The most common and least intense form is seen in many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The Hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. Ugh. Feeling weirdly yawny. I don't know what this has been happening like every day lately. I don't know what it's about. Anyway, these Hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the Hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Or are they cocoons preparing to enter the next stage of evolution? When attacked, Hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file redacted for full report. Yeah, we still don't have clearance. You'd think the director would have clearance everywhere. Were they delayed by the blinds or the fact that I was behind glass? Alright, that's just material. Week 83 report. Travel costs. Visited the following Nevada accommodations. Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, Elgato Blanco Inn, A Plus Lodge. Expenditures, accommodation, $831.29. Meals, $714.84. Gasoline, $295.12. Minibar, $313.61. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those whiskeys is my ritual. Is that a stapler or an altered item? Don't take off his equipment outside the building. Yeah, okay, yep. The hiss is definitely coming from the speakers. Confirmed. Ah, it's still hearing it a lot. There are more speakers. Got back up again. Gotcha, buddy. Ah, shit, that's the cafeteria. All the furniture is stacked up into barricades. That doesn't seem like standard procedure. Shouldn't they have tried to get to a safe zone or whatever? Oh, ow.
Yes, it's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. With you on that.
Okay, yep, not going in there. Dead letters. Machine God. Uh-oh. I've heard of a Machine God SCP. I hope it's nothing like that, otherwise that'll be problems. I had a dream, and I built the thing I saw in my dream. A machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. New God. This machine will be his body, his heart and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster, and the fans plus the timing belt from my car's engine and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use a dialing plate on God. Yes, of course. Hiss barrier. The Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. 1. Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. Or 2. Destroy the Hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size. Holy shit, what is with the yawning? Goddamn. Can't go full 2-3 minutes without yawning. What the fuck? I'm not even tired. What is this shit? Excuse me. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fail. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file redacted for full report. Oh, we got a weapon mod. Reload speed. Okay. Poor guy could barely shoot me down there. Gotcha. Anything else around here? Maybe. Dead letter approval. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use. Hold on, I'm about to sneeze. Okay, maybe not. Will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. Preserve. Did I say preserve? I hope I did. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events. Wait, I don't know what is up with this yawning. This is even more than usual. What the hell? I realize that not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Botwell. Yep, knew they were gonna cause me trouble. Yeet. No, let's go ahead and cleanse this up. Fixed it right up. Oh geez, there are a lot of speakers. It's finally quiet. Wait a minute, I'm still hearing more. More speakers hidden around here? Oh wait, it's coming from the people too. Right. I don't want to shoot them. They're not a threat. Ah. Ow. Projectile choke. Lowers projectile spread. Can't equip it. Unfortunate. Level 2 clearance. Okay, I'm not getting in there anytime soon. Alright, my objective was in here, I think?
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes.
Holy shit, the future!
Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes.
Oh.
This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops.
Oops.
Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
So wait, the codes on the disk will cause objects to launch, not just nukes? Huh. I'd like to hear the test logs for that one. Alright, my objective is not necessarily in here, so I guess we just leave.
Communications.
Oh.
We're on the right track.
Safety first. Always keep the gun pointed in a safe direction. Always keep your finger off the trigger until ready to shoot. Always keep the gun unloaded until ready to use. Yes. One of these days we're gonna enter one of these bathrooms and it's gonna be really suspicious or spooky. Welcome to comms department. I don't know, that man does not look trustworthy. I wouldn't trust him with my mail. Oh, what's going on here? Is he just knocked out? My reticule turns green. He's still alive.
Object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Holy shit. Go, go, go. Break. Energy recovery. Well, that sounds important. Oh, I got 2 energy recoveries now. I want a collectible. What'd I pick up? Oh, right, there was a presentation on the floppy disk. Where am I even going? Over here. Aha. Oh, I gotta cleanse it, not fight it. Come here, you bitch. Oh, there it is. The floppy. Can be cleansed.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in Bureau Seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
We have the power of the floppy disk. I love how they sound when it talks. I love it. It was pretty neat. Wonder what other powers we'll acquire. Wait, did I pull a different one over? I love the sounds. The sound design in this game is fantastic. I love how this looks. I love how it sounds. Really digging this game so far. It's good stuff. Eat cube. Ha! I actually hit it. Uh-oh.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
Okay, there's not a lot of drop-off on these. Ah, missed. Love it. When did you get up there? What did you think you were gonna do there? A flanking maneuver? Yeah, that wasn't happening, buddy. Oh man, I didn't even see the big tube room. All the tubes. That's a lot of tubes. I like it. I like it. Doesn't look like there's anything else going on in here. Where'd I get this from? Oh, I damaged that pipe? Hang on. Maybe it just looks slightly deformed. There's lots of little destructibility in the environment. I like that. I like it. I like it. Ooh, gun. What was that on the end? Was that like a rifle? Like a grenade? Rifle grenade? What's upstairs? I didn't look upstairs. Hi, lady. Oh, that was just a dead end up here. Just a container. Internet usage rules. Oh, this should be good. Internet is not for social media use. Well, that should mean people here aren't stressed out that much if they're not looking at that. No FBC materials of any kind may be scanned or uploaded. Fair enough. Also, I like how my hand and the gun is just going through the wall here. Very, very good. FBC email addresses are for work-related correspondence only. Fair enough. Oh, with the yawning again, my god. Like, I'm not bored, I'm having a good time, and I'm not tired, so I don't know why I'm yawning. No fucking idea. Level 5 clearance required to access the internet. That's a pretty high level of clearance. If a cubicle's black rock shell gets damaged, vacate it immediately and alert Mr. Tomasi. If you noticed any text in your work that you do not recall writing, vacate your cubicle immediately and alert Mr. Tomasi. Do not connect internal comm devices to the network. Printers for communications department use only. Altered items are forbidden in the cubicles. Notify security if any breaches immediately. They may require internal lockdown. Alright, those are all pretty sensible rules. Alright, did I check the bathroom? And check the bathroom, it's good. Did I just pull a tile out of the ground? Oh, I see. So you don't have to have loose objects around to use it. If there's no, like, loose objects you could specifically target, you could just pull tiles out of the ground. That's swell. Wrong button. Alright, we've found 3 shelters and 2 of them are empty. Book Club. Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess. But I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got annoying real fast. Need a drink? Ugh. Yeah. Anyway, the best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and gun space hippies or a badass bunch of space warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. The scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire population using those brainworms, and that space dog fight between those 2 ace pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. Very relevant information. Floppy disk. Oh, we got our file on floppy. Must be contained in a cell with no other loose materials. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift materials and throw it a short distance. See Dr. Darling presentation 11:15 for more information. I do believe we watched that. The object is currently bound to Redacted for research purposes. Stolen from a Soviet military base located in Redacted by agents Redacted and Redacted with the CIA. The diskette contained launch codes to Redacted missiles, believed to be reserved for use against Redacted. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the Bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day. Okay. Oh, that was a grenade. Look at the little illustration. Corrupted demolition expert. The Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile material and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. Hiss demolition experts are the only observed Hiss variations to wield the specially built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track redacted entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the Hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who's trained specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. Refer to Redacted for full report. And Hiss Ranger. The Rangers are the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. The Hiss corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found. Oh my god, can I not go through a single document without yawning? Holy shit! What is wrong with my friggin' face? Goddamn. The Hiss corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during AWE responses or threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. Hiss Rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. Hiss Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, is it feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree? Or is the Hiss able to tap into this combat training and utilize it? Further observation is required. Further file redacted for full report. New mod. Headshot boost. I don't know. The aim feels ever so slightly off when it comes to headshots. I'm gonna stick with the reload booster. Like, I don't feel like yawning when I'm doing the regular gameplay, but the moment I start reading, something that I actually like to do, suddenly it's like Yawn City.
Can be reached through the mailroom.
Don't interrupt me when I'm talking, Jesse, it's rude. Gotta reduce the hiss wherever I can. Bumping into this table caused it to shift. That's fun. Reinformation campaign summary of Willow AWE. Natural news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. I'm sorry, the what? You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to redact it. So, another AWE behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we could stop monitoring redacted, redacted, and redacted for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Tomasi out. Yeah, internal communications indicate this bureau is way more casually operated than compared to the Foundation. Doesn't seem nearly as rigid. Man, the hiss was getting, like, really aggressive sounding there for a second. Clearance level 1.
This must open the door.
Hey. It is suspiciously dark in here. Suspiciously dark in here, too. Another empty shelter. They built a little barrier around the toilet. Wait a minute. Built a little barrier around the toilet. Somebody must have been occupying this room. Oh, it automatically closes. Huh. Whoa. Oh, another level 1 clearance. I have 2 now.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed.
It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do.
I had a possessed toaster once.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, that old possessed toaster. Of course I remember it. It was yesterday. That's why I didn't stream yesterday. I had to deal with the possessed toaster. It sounds trivial, but it really isn't. Hey, we're in. Pay attention, Alberto. This is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all the sectors by restricting use of this sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sector until the emergency is handled. It can only be lifted via the directorial override and maintenance once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control. External lockdowns are a bigger deal. Nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach, based on some complicated system that security and research slapped together. It can only be lifted once A, the threat has been neutralized, and B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. The process is not the same as the directorial override, so stop saying so in the documentation. I know it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understand how this mess all works, alright? Okay? Alright, okay. Oh, that's the janitor's music. Adi? What's his name? Adi, you here? Ah. Ah. I don't think I want to go in there. Oh, what's that?
They can fly now. Great.
It's Tomasi. Ow. Okay, we are very hurt. As if I could use that first aid kit. Ow. Alright, something blindsided me there. That was fun. Okay then, that is our second death. Very good. Alright, round 2.
Flying. Great.
Alright. Kinda got him. Now we just chased him off. More pipes.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
He only killed me
Let's stay
once.
focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Didn't even hit me that time. Throwing stuff is fun. Hee. I love all the pipes. I've mentioned it already several times, but I'm gonna say it again. I love the design of this place. It's fantastic. Can I use this ladder? Nope. And no hiss coming over the speakers here. Need documents of any kind. Doesn't seem like it. Alright, onto the hotline chamber. Man, look at this place.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power.
I think I heard about that.
Personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds that an altered item will show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
He told him to record that. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. That was a couple years ago. Huh. Huh. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. But summary. But. Oh, it's a location. Butt, Montana. A spate of disappearances was traced to a home in the city of Butt, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Yes, I understand that you're probably not supposed to pronounce it as Butt, but I'm going to pronounce it as Butt anyway. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity located at Redacted, which had been connected to a total of redacted disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house, redacted days later. Why would the number of days need to be redacted? And why would the number of disappearances need to be redacted too? When I think about it, like, some things are redacted that don't seem like they need to be. Then again, what do I know? Found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butt home's closet disappeared during this incident. Spooky. Hiss elevated. Hiss elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies observed in Bureau para-utilitarians. Some prefer to charge their targets, while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been ineffective against the Hiss elevated, due to their own talent in the area. They do not use any weaponry except their own paranatural capabilities. Some Hiss elevated have been seen levitating while strapped into chairs. This is likely the result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording in parapsychology. Or parapsychology, not parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? Is it possible that these individuals were bound to objects of power prior to corruption? It's also worth considering that the Hiss resonance can identify and express latent paranatural ability in the individuals it corrupts. I see. Nope, the tubes are active. I can hear that phone ringing.
The hotline can't be far now.
Of course it can. I can hear it. Ah! Why is it so loud? Hotline security log. All visitors must check in. I'm not going to read all the dates and time. Let's see. Dr. Trench. Then like a little over a week later, Dr. Trench came back. Almost a week later, Bill Everett, the custodian. Well, a custodian. And a few days later, Dr. Trench again. Several days later, Dr. Trench again. Several days later, Bill Everett, the custodian again. Like 2 days later, Director Trench. A couple days later, Director Trench. A couple days later, Director Trench again. The same day as that visit was Bill Everett, the custodian again. A couple days later, Director Trench. Over a week later, Bill Everett's custodian, and then like a little over a week after that, Carol Bishop, custodian. New custodian or different custodian?
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream Logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with a black pyramid.
Stop just saying random words. Is this the light switch cord? I don't think I should pull that. Wait, what is this sign? Notice, Ocean View Motel and Casino entry point. Catalyst light switch. The law of 3 applies. What is the law of 3? Ritual attunement required. Agents must orient and anchor motel to their personal frequencies. Hotline is designated for direct use only. Disregard of this policy may result in fatal psychic trauma. I don't know why I did that. That was a stupid death. I thought, like, I pulled a light switch. Can I go over there now? Nope. There was indeed not a path. I don't know, my brain was like, okay, I pulled the switch, but there's no path. Maybe it's an invisible path. And now I'm all the way back here. God damn it. I can't go that way. I mean, it wants me to go in there, but... Hang on a minute, what's this? According to their testimony, the agents had been transported from the Butt home to a roadside motel named the Ocean View Motel and Casino. Now, this is an addendum to the previous thing. And discovered a room key by performing a ritual. See file Mot 01. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside this room, they were transported to the oldest house. The disappearance of the home's owner and the other locals of Butt have been attributed to the light switch cord. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butt home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, redacted light cords have been found in the oldest house, located in the redacted and redacted sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly this link operates is redacted, but initial hypotheses center on the Butt AWE as the redacted. See Dr. Darling Presentation 24.3 for more details. Okay.
Been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Oh, that's what the sign meant when it said rule of 3 applies. Okay, yeah, I pulled it 3 times. Well, there's the inverted black pyramid. So we actually... Oh, I hear birds. Can barely see anything outside, but okay. Oh god, I'm somewhere in Nevada.
Hello? Anyone here?
Was that door open? I caught it out of the corner of my eye. Yeah, these doors don't open. I know which door I need to go into, but I want to explore a bit. Okay. Hitting the bell opens the door.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
Odd blue lights in here. It just opens the doors over there. Two partial circles and a dot. Couple of rectangles rather. Outline of upward pyramid. Swirly. No mark. Isn't that the Bitcoin symbol? Oh, there's a painting of us on a walkway. There we go. Alright, time to answer the phone. Moshi Moshi. Another challenge. The hotline will allow you to contact extra-dimensional entities. Is that an extra-dimensional entity? Okay, we have to lead it around. How many times do I have to answer the phone to get it to stop ringing? God, that looks so weird. I love it. Answer the phone, damn it.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
Hello.
A
director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall.
And Tomasi's fucked.
Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I was hoping for a conversation, but okay. Uh-oh.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
She was bleeding from the nose, but now it's gone that we're out of scene.
React strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
About who? About me or your brother? I'm assuming it's your brother that you're in contact with. Lady. Nice walls. Oh, back in here. Oh, that's what was behind that thing there. Okay. Neat. Okay, the body's gone, but the blood is still here. Swell. Hang on a minute. It still says Zachariah. The nameplate still says Zachariah Trench on the desk. Shouldn't it have our name? To all executive staff, I know there's some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being there here is no incident. Regards, Zachariah Trench. It appears our file on the hotline. Object that should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Object is a 1960s era red bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs redacted. Why is its weight needing to be redacted? Come on. I feel like they're just redacting things just to make it look more, like, mysterious. It's just like, ooh, let's redact how much it weighs, or, oh, let's redact how many times people have died. It's like, why? That is not critical information for any of these items. Come on. The object allows a director to communicate with the redacted, the pyramid. If used, I'm going to replace the redacted if I actually know what's written there. Yeah, let's go with that. Allows the director to communicate with the board. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal... Redacted, I guess. See Dr. Darling's presentation. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including redacted and redacted, but its origin remains unknown.
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth. No one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown of fire.
Like his voice.
They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised?
I heard his voice before. I don't know. Sounds kind of familiar. Looks like we got a lot of stuff we can listen in on.
I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. A conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a brain cloud making me forget. The hotline. I must reach the hotline.
Suddenly I have a craving for chips. I need to go to the store and get more of those salt and pepper kettle chips. Those are really good chips. After this stream, I'm going to go get chips.
A director needs a team. My management team.
Wait, we already heard this, didn't we?
These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. They have proven themselves. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador.
Yeah, we already heard that one. We didn't hear the first two, did we? Pretty sure we didn't.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in.
Yeah, seems like a really stressful job.
Something's coming. The whispers growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. A retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau. Everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts? Dimming my eyes? It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. I can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control.
Title drop. Well, that was a very simple message. Alright, that's enough for getting talked at. Alright, go speak with Emily. And we got the clearance card, let's get in here. What's this? Agent death notification. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, I regret to inform you that your son, Graham Potts, was killed in active duty this last week. While the details surrounding his death are classified, I am honored to tell you that he died in the service of his country. He can be proud of his courage in the face of danger and his commitment to protecting our nation against our enemies. He will be remembered by his comrades and colleagues. I sincerely regret the pain this message will bring you. Take some solace in knowing that his sacrifice helped protect the country he loved so much. His effects will be returned to you with all speed. Sincerely yours, Howard J. Murray, Deputy Chief of Communications, Federal Bureau of Control. Just cause a mess because I can. Level 4 clearance to get in there. Ah, there's more people in here. There are only 2 other people here before. There's like at least 12. I never came up here, did I? Clearly not. There's a thing here. Examination of paranatural topics. Technological limitations of the oldest house. The Otis House imposes certain limitations on our Bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The Otis House does not allow devices that receive or emit any redacted signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the Otis House, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural redacted for the Oldest House to redacted them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the redacted to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Redacted agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the Oldest House. Refer to file 419-1935 for full report. Alright, well that explains why they use all this old communication method. I was about to say, they got a microwave here? No, that's a TV. What's that tag there? Is that... Is the text on this TV in Cyrillic? Yeah, I'm betting those radios are where the supposed copyrighted music is supposed to be coming from. Shifted bathroom complaint. Oh boy. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. Islamabad? Where's Islamabad? I could hazard a rough guess, but I don't know for sure. Nothing in here. Maybe I was already in here at least. Yeah, not everywhere up here. I feel like I might have missed this entire floor. Shatter projectile boost. Dang it, another upgrade I can't do.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms? The hiss? Sorry. You made it. I'm glad.
Yeah,
Emily?
lots of stuff
Let's
going
talk.
on.
Of course.
Before we talk, I'm gonna read something. Initial impressions. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed the theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss-corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seemed to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done. Prefer to file redacted for full report.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that in the Hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Yeah, not right now.
Tests. I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
No, we going for it?
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
On the phone, Mr. Janitor Man. I'm not sure what the purpose of this cutscene is. It's just sort of showing us random stuff. Alright, this sector is very green. Or ability points received. Upgrade and unlock new abilities at the nearest control point. I'm gonna do that right now.
Do you hear that?
What?
Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Do?
I'll go look.
I don't hear singing. Oh, no, I hear him. That's a janitor. Looks like we could chatter up some more.
Hi, Jesse.
Actually, no. There's nothing new to talk about here.
Thanks, Emily.
There's a little
I'm
icon
sure
over
I'll
her
have more
face.
questions soon.
Just let me know.
And there's a little red icon over her face. Huh.
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
I still stand by my earlier prediction that the janitor is behind it all. Anyway, let's check these ability points.
Field lab set up as soon as possible.
With what? We can't get any equipment from the research sector until the internal lockdown is lifted.
And see what you can find around here. Computers, documents, any measuring devices you can find. Helping Pope is a surefire way to get on Darling's good side.
Abilities. We've unlocked the upgrade tree. Use 3 to unlock additional weapon form slot. Wait, like I have to spend 3? How about more health? Okay, it's about how you spend them. Right. They're all very simple. Health, energy, melee damage, launch damage, and multi-launch. Ooh. Okay, these all cost 1, but this costs 3, and I only have 3 left. Yeah, let's go with launch damage. Oh, more launch damage costs 2. Launch explosive. Launch grenades and rockets back at the enemy. Okay, this is like a whole tree of like different stuff. Launch basic enemies when their health is low. Launch large enemies when their health is low. Launch large object. You know what? I want to go down this line so I can launch more things. Additional weapon form slot. Neat. Not enough essence to you need 30,000 of this to reset. I've unlocked the additional slot, but I don't actually have any additional weapon forms. This makes me sad. Mission. Internal lockdown. Yeah, we gotta go to maintenance to do a directorial override. Gotcha. Really love how the board sounds. I love weird audio stuff like that. That's like the stuff that tickles my ears. That was a weird way to say that. I'm never gonna say that again.
Pope has asked us to document the his incantation, as she calls it.
You mean like in person?
In person, with a pencil and paper. I think she's trying to get us killed.
She might be.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
We just got telepathically communicated to by the guy. What's going on here? Missing people. Guessing these are all devs. Oh shit. Clearly there was stuff that I was not exploring around here. Jukebox. Can I get some documentation on this jukebox? There doesn't appear to be any. This makes me sad.
I can't believe we're doing this. I'm a senior executive.
Apparently the his Pope says setting these things up may help.
But I don't even know what I'm doing. She should find some maintenance grunt to do this.
Hey, don't be an asshole. This is a crisis. Pull your weight. I'm the director. You gotta listen to me. Ooh, a locked door. Parautility. Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals paranatural abilities. We call these individuals parautilitarians. The potency of these abilities depends on the parautilitarian usage. Using the redacted object of power as an example, such parautilitarians can achieve a throw distance of redacted, while others are only capable of as little as redacted. See Darling's presentation. What exactly determines an individual's paranatural competence is unknown, but it is largely believed that some redacted exists within the body that, like all muscles, it can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I have officially requested access to the Northmore records, considering he is one of the most accomplished parautilitarians the Bureau has ever seen. Dr. Darling is still considering this request. Nope. Container. So at what point is the game going to introduce crafting to me? Oh, that's just a radio. Not only is there pictures of her around the place now, but there are not even pictures of her wearing the same outfit. Roughly the same hairstyle, at least. Aw, that one doesn't move around. Were there any other locked doors around here? Yes! I have acquired protection yet again. Ah, I lost it. Alright, well, normally I would go for at least another hour. However, due to all the yawning, it actually occurred to me that I did wake up weirdly earlier than normal today, which means I actually didn't get as much sleep last night as I thought. So while I don't feel tired, I think that would explain all the yawning, which means, considering how much reading is in this game, and I like the reading, but I keep yawning when I do the reading, I do feel kind of weird. I don't know. So I think I might call it, you know, an hour earlier than usual, and continue this on another day when hopefully I've gotten maybe an extra hour or two of sleep. Sometimes it just happens lately. I just wake up earlier than usual for no reason that I can determine, and then it mildly affects me throughout the rest of the day. Return to the last checkpoint if you quit to the menu. Last checkpoint would have been just when I was at the place at the control point earlier, so that should be fine. Mission select. I can pick like different like parts of the game to pick up on. Seems a bit odd for this type of game, but okay. Well, yeah, this game is I like it. I more or less knew, like, again, I only knew the basic sort of inspiration behind the game. Nothing else. So now that now that I've started playing it, I do like it. It does kind of have that feeling. It's definitely very different. They didn't just wholesale copy, like, all the SCP, like, feel to it. It feels very different, but the similarities are there. So, you know, the fact that it feels different while still being similar, you know, I feel like that is enough of a distinction for it. Like, consider that the Bureau appears to be a United States organization, whereas the Foundation was a global organization that, you know, didn't answer to anybody. Well, kinda, sorta. Like, I got funding from nations, I think. Like, protocol doesn't seem that strict. Like, the documentation doesn't seem, like, quite as detailed or scientific as a lot of, like, SCP articles that I've read. I've read quite a few. Not recently, but I have. So, it is interesting to see the similarities. It's nice to see this in sort of a game-like form. I know SCP games exist. There's that one game where you're, like, a D-class guy and you're trying to escape. There's the multiplayer game. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can do something about this weird, like, tiredness I'm feeling. It's not even, like, proper tiredness. I just feel kind of weird today. It's the only thing I can come up with to explain all the yawning. So, I'm gonna sign off for now. So, until next time. Hope you liked it. Hope to see you around. And the other game that I'll be doing, probably starting next stream, as I'll be returning to Close Combat because people wanted to see me do that again. I still have an Allied campaign to do, and I somehow don't think it's going to go as well. Then again, that's Operation Market Garden for you. Anyhow, have a good one. I'm out. Goodbye.